Alright, hello again Mac users, this is Mrs. Lamphere, and in this video we're going to be looking at the tables assignment. So for this one, if we scroll down to, we're on Unit 4. So at this point you should have already read through the text and learned about the tags that we're going to start using for tables. And there's actually this link here that will guide you directly to the code you need to be using for this assignment. So go ahead and copy that code, open up a new text wrangler document. And we're going to go ahead and paste that in there. I don't know why this old one always opens. Okay, so paste that code in your new text wrangler document. So if we save, we're going to save this in our IT explorations. Nope, dang it. I'm still trying to learn how to get through. I need to be in my web design folder, and we're saving this in Unit 4, and we're calling this one table.html. So let's go ahead and open this up and just kind of see what it looks like at this point. So as you can see, we've got a little table here with a background color applied and some text in each of these cells. So our job is to switch out some of these background colors, change up the font styles, put in our own font, and make it look really pretty. Alright, so let's go in our code. And I guess also at this point you should have your, go ahead and open up your chart of colors in another tab here because we're going to be switching out a whole bunch of these colors. So in our code, you can see we have 4 different styles that we are applying to this web page, and each style, so this table BG1 style is being applied to this upper left corner, table BG2 is being applied to this upper right corner, table 3 bottom left corner, and then table BG4 bottom right corner. So we're going to switch out the background color first, so let's go ahead and just mess with that first upper left cell. So I'm going to go, I'm kind of liking these purples and greens here, so I'm going to go with this dark slate, I guess it's blue, and copy that code. And in my table BG1 style, I'm going to replace their code for the background color and put in that dark blue color. And I'm going to add in a font family because I don't want this to default to Times New Roman. Let's go with Verdana to start with. So type in your new font family and then don't forget that semicolon. Then we're going to go ahead and make this a little bigger. 36-point font, and then for my font color, let's go with this dark turquoise. So the first color in this style refers to our background color, and then the second style refers to the font color. So let's go ahead and save that and refresh this page so you'll notice it worked. So I have my new background color in there and my new font style. So let's go ahead and make some similar changes to table BG2. I'm going to make this kind of a bright pink. My background color. And again, let's add in a font family to this one. And for this one, I'm going to go with Courier New, semicolon. And I'm also going to make this, let's just really amp it up. And I'm also going to add for this one, font weight, because I want this one to be bold. So we'll save that and see what this looks like now. So if we refresh, oh, now I want to change, need to apply a color to my font there. So let's go with this one. Okay, now open Apple S to save, refresh, and there's my new style. So let's have you go ahead and change out the next two styles on your own, changing out the background color, applying a font family, and then adjusting your font size and font colors as well. My remaining styles updated here with some new colors, new fonts, font sizes. So let's go ahead and save that and refresh our page. And there we have it. So now I've got my styles changed out. Now I'm going to go ahead and change up my table a little bit more. So you'll notice if we scroll down in our code a little bit more, when our table starts, so we have a 1 pixel border around our table, you'll notice it has a width of 100% and a height of 20%. So what that means is this table is going to take up 100% of our browser window. So no matter what size our browser is, this window is going to, or that table is going to be 100% of that browser window. So same with 20% of the height until it runs into the font size. So we can kind of mess with this a little bit. We can experiment and see what 50 looks like. Save that, refresh. So now it's taking up 50% of our window. You can make it a little taller. Maybe you want it to take up 50% of the height here. So you can kind of mess with that and make it as wide and tall as you'd like. And then once you get it to the size you want it as far as the table goes, you can also adjust the kind of column width. Right now it's set up to be this first column 70% of the entire table. So we can adjust that to make it smaller. We can make it an even 50-50. So adjust with those or play with those sizes and widths as you wish. I'm going to go ahead and make it 30% width, that first column. And then we also need to, oh, and you can also mess with the height here too. Let's just change it up a little bit. Okay. So then once you've got your table set up to a size that you like, our next step is going to be changing out the text. So I don't know about you, but my name is not Jane. So I'm going to make this say something else. Let's go with I am a rock star. Okay, let's save that and refresh our page. And there we go. Kind of fun. So go ahead and edit your table until you get it to how you're wanting it to look as far as colors go. And again, you can keep kind of experimenting with border styles. You learned about several different border style options in your text, so you could apply some of those if you want to. And once you get that your table looking exactly like you want, make sure you save it. And for this assignment, you actually, since there are no images and there's no links, you only need to submit that table.html file. So for the table assignment, make sure you're submitting this table.html file.